Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
Now here is Conley after the miss from KD. Outside, Towns. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now Paul. It's Durant on the wing. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. KD's got 5 points so far.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
Right side, Edwards. There's the pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Durant finds Booker. And the wing jumper offline. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Conley penetrating. Out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the three ball is good.
The corner three isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Conley against Paul. Ayton goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Tries the spin move. Right side, Edwards. Here's Conley. 5 on the clock. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Paul against Conley. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from deep so far in this game. Conley left side. Towns for 3. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's the three-point line. It's Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. To the middle, here's Paul. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Paul's got a really nice touch from the interior, and, you know, he likes to get in there and mix it up with the big guys any chance he gets.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. Edwards looking it over. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Tries it from the top of the key. Towns down low. Durant's there. Here's McDaniels. Driving the lane. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Phoenix leading by 3. The pass to Booker. Unable to get that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Conley with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Towns Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Out to Conley. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Booker outside. Uncovered. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Drills it from outside.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
Now here's Paul. Outside for KD. There's the triple. Phoenix, no good that time either. Conley scanning the floor. Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Tie game in Minnesota. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
We're looking for the loudest section. One more time for your Timberwolves dancer.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's McDaniels. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
The turnaround jumper. Paul's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 3. McDaniels with the ball. Outside, Towns. Gobert with a screen on KD. And it's Towns missing.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And finished off by KD.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Now here's Conley. He kicks to Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Here's Conley after the made shot from KD. Conley kicks to McDaniel from the wing. Off the left rim and out. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. Fires from deep. Suns keep it alive. Durant just inside the line. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Oh, here's Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Here's Paul. Goes back up. Pass to Okogie. Here's Hayton. Booker outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns. Left side, Towns. Outside, Edwards. Back to Towns. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Durant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
He is one of the longer wings in the game. Durant knows a thing or two about drawing fouls.
And he's good on the second. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside, Edwards. Spins. Kicks it to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Now the dish to Gobert. Minnesota again turning it over. Suns leading by 5. Paul outside. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And his handle's simply phenomenal. Rush hour handles of the highest level. Cutting and carving his way to wherever he wants to go. Chris Paul is a maestro with the ball.
Oh, here's Edwards. Right side Towns. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Conley against Paul. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by the Suns.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook and get a good shot.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. For 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Towns. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And
the previous play is under review.
Just yet, officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
That clock ticking down on you within that last fraction of a second.
Thank you, David, for that interview.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves 14, the Suns 23.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Payne, also Terrence Russell, and it's Baisley in at the power forward.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Now here's Ross. Into the lane. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Landale's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Anderson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Alexander Walker. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Suns leading by 11. Payne looking around. Here's Ross. That one a little long. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And something that's been on the uptick in the NBA is free throw shooting. League-wide, Clark, teams are having more success from the stripe than ever before.
The 2020s are on pace, Kevin, to be the best free throw shooting decade in the history of the game, with skilled players now favored relative to the old school bangers. I mean, everybody pretty much has to be able to knock down shots to be effective as a player in today's game. So the free throw shooting percentage is going up. Not much of a surprise to me.
Here's Baisley. Here's the try.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Warren against Prince. Pass to Noel. Driving inside. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Payne dishes to Ross. Shot from 12. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kicks it out to Prince. And there's the pass to Noel. D2 from Anderson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Passes it to Payne. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Tries the spin move. Anderson outside. Payne grabs the board. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Baisley. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Payne passes to Warren. Second shot opportunity. Yes, that goes in. Warren's got his first points of the game.
A good scorer with strong instincts. Warren's team really relies on his ability to score.
Pass to Alexander Walker. 1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Suns leading by 14. Here's Payne. Off target from three-point range. For Minnesota, they've got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Prince misses. Suns have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Warren kicks to Payne. Back to Warren. Oh, and the dunk by Warren.
Boy, he gets up so easily, throwing it down. T.J. Warren making it happen.
And the Timberwolves call time. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Another round of applause for the first.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Conley dishes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Paul for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Devin Booker.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Paul outside. Lets it go from 14. And so it's the Phoenix Suns enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Conley kicks to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And stolen by Ayton. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Suns?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
Paul against Conley. And Paul gets it to go in.
Paul really makes the most of the mid-range area. He's very comfortable shooting in there.
Edwards with it. He's guarded by Booker. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Booker the pass to Paul. Over Conley. And there's the call on DeAndre. That'll be his second foul of the game. Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside Conley. For 3, Edwards. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Booker in the corner. Pass to Okogie. Outside, KD. Paul dishes to KD. Over Towns. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 14 points for KD.
Yeah, with platinum level all-around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
Conley kicks to Towns. There's the pass to McDaniels. To the left wing. Here's Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Paul out left to the wing. For 3, Okogie. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Edwards passes to Conley.
2 minutes.
And there's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first all-star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
And Booker kicks to KD. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Spins. Rebound by the Suns. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Hey, this was exactly the kind of game coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for the Suns.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Devin Booker.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Towns. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Paul. Right wing.
Minnesota foul. Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That one is off.
Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
Up again, can't throw down the putback. And so it's Phoenix easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Clock at 2. Here's George. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Jacks up a 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him. The fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Tries the spin move. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Westbrook. The 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Towns for 3, and stolen by Leonard. Westbrook against Edwards. Westbrook into the lane, and Westbrook slams it home.
It might sound strange, but you can gain more confidence in your ball handling. That's on display right now from Westbrook. He can just get his shot anywhere on the court he wants it.
Now here's Towns. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Tipped. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Westbrook outside. Morris outside. He shoots a 3. They grab their own miss.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Outside Edwards. And they get it. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Westbrook can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Spins.
2 minutes.
Towns passes to McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns, that's good.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
And here's Westbrook. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter here. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Towns. The 3 ball. The kick out to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard for 3. Fires in the triple.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Now here's Conley. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
Pass to McDaniels. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Edwards. George defending. Pulls it from the corner. It's rebounded by Morris. Now Leonard. From deep. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the one spot. Now here's Towns. McDaniels, a screen on Leonard. Towns for three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. Blocked. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Timberwolves ball.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. The Clippers in the lead.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by the Clippers. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's Edwards, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Towns. Tries the spin move. Zubac against Gobert. Now Conley. Second shot opportunity. Here's McDaniels. Leonard defending. Fires top of the key. McDaniels can't hit. George outside. He's off on that one. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves trail. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. Now here's George. Give him 8 from outside the arc. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6. Well, teams are always humming mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Leonard. There's a minute 12 left to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Count that bucket. Edwards has got his first 2 points of the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Leonard outside. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. 36 seconds left in the second. Downs passes to Edwards. Over George. And that one's long. The Clippers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Westbrook outside.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Finally plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
And the basket by Westbrook.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And so it's Los Angeles. Up, Allie, as always. Thank you.
12, the Clippers, 20.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Noel in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's Highland. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Reed. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 27% for today's game. Pass to Noel. And here's Anderson. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Gordon. Here he goes. And Gordon with the big finish.
Great concentration from Eric Gordon, who caps off the drive with the basket.
Down low. Here's Alexander Walker. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
The Clippers shooting at 45% of the game so far. Pass to Highland. 90 seconds into the second half now. Drops in the three. And the Clippers lead by 11.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
Here's Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Anderson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And with Highland, the fearlessness he brings. It's what makes the fans love him, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., I like the Bones nickname, by the way. But this energy, it's infectious, and that's what Bones brings to the game. And when he gets hot, this guy tends to stay hot for a long time.
Batum outside. There's the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Brent. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. It's tipped. Stolen by Reed. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Prince. Five to shoot. Back to Alexander Walker. Lets it go from deep. Oh, they get a hand on it. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Batum outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The 3 is up. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Prince. Reed, a screen on Powell. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Anderson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Driving to the basket. And he's going for the oop here. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter here. The kick out to Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Here's Highland. The shot, no good. Conley with some nice D. Edwards with it, picked up by Plumlee. Outside Edwards. Intercepted. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Combine the fluid movement and the explosiveness, and Plumlee brings it down.
Pass to Edwards. 16 seconds left to play in the third quarter here.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Gordon. That one rolls around and rims out. And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10. Their play has earned them a nice lead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. 2 on the clock. A nice shot by Morris.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Spins. The kick out to Conley. Now here's Towns. They get it again. It's Edwards on the wing. McDaniels inside. Leonard defending. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
George against Edwards. Nice shot by George. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Sort of defining the term floor general. Conley has total command of this offense.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. Fires from deep. Rebound Minnesota.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
The shot by Towns, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And George launches it from deep. Won't go. And that makes him 5 for 8. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Towns down low. Zubac's there. Now here's Edwards. George defending. Towns with the ball. No good with the triple. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
George with it. He's picked up by Edwards.
Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. It's George on the wing. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's the 3. Connects from downtown.
What an advantage it is to have someone like Leonard. Everyone knows the shot clock is running down, but they also know that he'll get up a good shot either way.
Towns with the ball. Tries to spin move. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. George outside. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. From deep. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Drops in the layup for 2.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime. Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Clippers.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Paul George.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And stolen by Edwards. Oh, there's the alley. Hammers to lob through.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Pass to Leonard. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. And here's Minnesota now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Towns against Zubac. Misses the 3. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. They have to feel. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
Greg, these two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Paul passes to Ayton. So the wing on the left, Paul outside. The turnaround. The Suns keeping it alive, a new 14. It's stolen by Morris. Booker against George. And the three off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Paul gets to Durant. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And here are the Suns now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's Booker. Back to Paul. Goes up on the high post. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will come the other way. To the paint, here's George. And he banks in the layup. George has got his second basket of the game.
Size and strength. Paul George has both, and you love his willingness to play through contact.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Booker. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easily.
Here's Westbrook. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Perhaps no play defines Russell Westbrook more than that. An explosive drive. Nicely done.
Here's Paul. He trains the turnaround jump shot.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
All right, David, thanks. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And here's Westbrook after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Outside, George driving to the basket. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:05 left in the first quarter of the game.
This guy is a perennial all-defensive team member. The wingspan, a problem for offensive players.
Of course, there's some pretty cool stories right there about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And here's KD for three. It's hauled in by George. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And the Rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Back to Booker. From downtown. And Westbrook pulls it down. Clippers leading by 3. Outside, George. Up top, Leonard. Just 3 on the clock. The shot, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. He's out there for Phoenix. Here's Westbrook following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Durant just inside the line and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's George. Here he goes.
Well, you love how Paul George finishes on the drive. That is a powerful dunker right there.
Katie against Morris. The pass to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Inside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 3. George with no one around. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. The offensive rebound and the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's Phoenix now. Paul outside. 6 to shoot. Fader on the way. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Devin Booker.
Well, just an intelligent move by Booker, right? If you've got to get to the mid-range game to open up other aspects, do it.
Here's Westbrook. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Booker against George. Booker dishes to Paul, and George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing, because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Paul outside. From deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, George. And he drives in, and George with the stuff.
Boy, there's a smoothness to Paul George's game. He's moving fast, but he makes it look easy.
2 minutes.
Pass to Okogie. By Paul, nobody around. And again, it's the Suns missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Leonard kicks to George. The three-pointer, no good. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
Young big man, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Aiden's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now here's Westbrook. Passes it to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And this is what we've come to expect from Russell Westbrook. Yes, he can be an explosive scorer, but if his teammate is open, he will put it on time and on target.
Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. And here is Paul. Back to Booker. He kicks it to Paul. Over Westbrook. And too long on the shot. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside Leonard. Driving the lane.
One of the key aspects of Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first but misses the second. Suns trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ayton trying to break free. And KD the bucket on the assist by Ayton.
Kevin Durant's silky smooth. He's got the skill set of a guard, but the size of a center, and it allows him to dominate the paint.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Clippers have shot 75% of the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Durant finds Paul. From 18 feet away, they get it again. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
And some good action through the first. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after.
19, the Clippers, 22.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And here's Westbrook following the 3 from Chris Paul. Stolen by Durant. Phoenix shooting their first free throw this game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Kevin Durant will go down as one of the most skilled shooters in the history of the game. This guy is a walking bucket, and he continues to terrorize defenses.
Paul finds Booker. Here's Okogie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here's George. A crossover. Zubac trying to break loose. And the layup by George. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Paul kicks to Durant. Back to Paul. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Booker. 11 points in the game. On the clock. Shoots.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender. He just uses that body so well to contest shots.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And here's Leonard. After the three-pointer from KD. Leonard draws the double. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And he's way off from outside. On the wing, Booker. Okogie, the pass to Booker. Ayton dishes to Booker. To the right side. For three, Okogie. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. The Clippers trail. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. 2 points. That one goes. That's now 8 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, this might be Kawhi Leonard's favorite shot. It gets him in rhythm. The mid-range jumper so silky.
Paul kicks to Durant. Dishes to Booker. Back to KD. Booker against George. Phoenix needs to get off a shot, and that one's good, Ayton.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Outside Leonard. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Ball against Westbrook. Back to Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 10.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Durant just inside the line, kept alive. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Ayton dishes to Booker. Back to Ayton. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And here's Leonard from 3. No good that time, and Phoenix will come the other way. Lets the 3 fly. Durant, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 1. Leonard with the ball. He's got 10. And the wide open shot from Morris. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And finished off by Westbrook.
Well, this guy knows how to do this in the open floor. Russell Westbrook in transition is the most dangerous player.
Paul kicks to Booker. To the middle. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. The 3 from KD. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Westbrook passes to Morris. Back to Westbrook. And taken away by Paul. Shoots over Leonard. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And the pass to Okogie. Kicks to Paul. On the wing, Booker. Lets a floater go. Durant in the corner. Pass to Paul. Here's Okogie. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And Durant can't get that one to fall.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Booker dishes to Paul. This is it to Ayton. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, DeAndre Ayton, incredible size, incredible athleticism, and refuses to go down easy.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they found in that space.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Here's Booker following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And it's Ayton missing. Westbrook against Paul. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Okogie for three. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Pass to Booker. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers leading by 5. Here's George. The shot. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Oh, Ayton in position. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Okogie. Over Morris. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Josh Okogie has the kind of frame and aggression that allows him to play through contact. Nice job drawing the foul.
That one misses. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Leonard kicks to George. Leonard with a screen on Booker. George from deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-point.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the rejection by Ayton. No good from Zubac.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Up top, Durant. He's covered by Leonard. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. That one wide left.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton.
These are the situations that Paul George wants to be in. An opportunity to prove he's got the clutch gene at the foul line.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Outside Durant. Now Paul. Over to the left wing. Okogie. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the 4th. George finds Morris. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard the pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Launches it. It's deflected. Paul with the steal.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Now here's Leonard. The pass to Westbrook. In the corner, George with it. The three doesn't go that time. So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home. Thank you, David. Great interview.
pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. It doesn't go for him. Booker with the defensive effort. Durant against Towns. Back to Booker. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce. What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. We played just over a minute here in the first. Conley against Paul. Towns with a rebound. And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
To the paint. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Moving it up. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Paul. For 3, Durant. First shot won't go. Outside Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Booker. The 3 is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Edwards. Spins. Back to Conley.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Edwards. And another basket for Minnesota.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The kick to Durant. Will it go? He takes it in, and he sinks the layup.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Outside McDaniels. Left side Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy. What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Here's Durant. The 3 from Ayton. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Pass to Edwards. Tries the spin move. This one for 3. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And Booker with the jam.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Now here's Conley. But no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now Towns. Pass to Conley. Clock at 6. Back to Towns. Takes the three. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Here's Okogie. McDaniels covering. Here's Ayton. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Timberwolves ball.
And here's Conley. Spins. He gets it up. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close.
The previous play is under review.
They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves ahead, up 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Minnesota? The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at small forward. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Booker. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Conley. Ayton with the defensive effort.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Pass to Towns. Tries to spin move. And it's powered home by Towns.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Paul passes to Durant. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter.
Part of what makes KD an all-timer, we have never seen someone his size with that type of handle.
Well, we talk about the critical importance of the wing position, RJ. From the time you played, how do you think that position has evolved?
Well, when you talk about positionless basketball, it really falls on the forwards. You want them to have more responsibilities. You want them to be able to guard 1 through 5. You want to be able to run your offense through them. So the wings in positionless basketball have a lot more responsibility.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Booker. Towns with a rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And stolen by Durant. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Paul against Conley. Right side McDaniels, outside Edwards. From the arc. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Conley passes to Towns. Spins. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Booker with it. Towns covering. Pass to Ayton. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. And now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that one falls for Towns.
The line for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns.
And so Towns nails them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Ball against Conley. Pass to Okogie. Here's Paul. Rebound Minnesota. 1:21 left to play in the first half. Conley against Paul. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Conley against Paul. To the inside. Booker. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Pass to Towns. Up top, Edwards. Edwards is doubled. Towns for 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
And here's Paul. Here's Okogie. Here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
Edwards against Booker. Pass to Conley. Over to the left wing. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that...
Your Suns, 20. The Timberwolves, 22.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Anderson.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Alexander Walker in a shooting guard. And Paul gets it to go.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Alexander Walker. Tries the spin move. Out to the right wing. Here's Brent. For 3. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Fast break, Minnesota. Anderson with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Here's Noel. Back to Reid. It's good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Paul into the lane. Booker for 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the wing, right side. Prince with the bucket. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to scheme it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Outside Payne. Pass to Baisley. Outside Ross. Anderson pulls it down for Minnesota. They've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Spins. Here's Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Going inside. Warren against Reed, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rivers is checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Warren. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You gotta guard Warren close, especially when he's lurking inside looking to score.
Here's Noel. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Anderson gets the bucket.
Anderson.
And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Outside Payne, and Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Payne. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Payne's got his first points of the game.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Oh, deflected. Stolen by Payne. It's Warren on the wing. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Noel. He's covered by Warren. Tries the spin move. Back to Noel. There's the triple. Kicks it out to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Over Warren. The rebound by Ross. 2 for 1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
And he lobs it up to the rim. The score now all even.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Outside, Anderson. On the wing, Rivers. Guarded by Ross. Pass to Noel. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. To the middle. The lob. Very well done.
When you look at how they've come out in the second half, it's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
And we've just finished the third quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Paul, and he drives in, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Edwards, the pass to Towns, inside, and stolen by Durant. Out on his own on the break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the Suns call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
And Allie, thanks. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Boy, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Here's Paul, driving inside. Booker for three. Another score. His fifth make out of 10 tries.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Pass to Towns. Spins. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Towns. The kick out to Conley. Launches it. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Paul. He's guarded by Conley. Paul passes to Durant. Let's go with a three. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his fifth assist in this one.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
It's kept alive. Conley finds Edwards. That's his sixth make in 11 tries.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Fires the three. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Conley with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. Edwards against Booker. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Outside Durant. Outside Booker, beyond the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one. Who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Outside Durant. Outside Booker. Shot from the top of the key. And right through it goes. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
Towns is screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Durant, no good. The Timberwolves shooting 56% today. Gobert with a screen on Durant. And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The kick to Durant. Money. And that one brings them within one.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Conley passes to Towns. To the inside. Gobert. Towns finds Gobert. Edwards against Booker. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Second chance shot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a three-point game.
Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the three-point lead.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Guys, what do you think?
So hard to get a clean look from distance in this situation because everybody knows that's the shot they need. So the defense is smothering the perimeter with everyone they have.
Let's make some noise. We are the sixth man.
To tie it up. Can't get the 3 to fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. Pulling it up. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is...
go.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Towns. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Towns with a rebound. Conley against Westbrook. Pass to Towns. This one for 3. Drains the triple. Towns has got 5.
Ah, the versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's George. The 15-footer. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels covering. 6 to shoot. Count that one.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
McDaniels against Leonard. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Now here's Conley. From the top of the key, the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Leonard outside. Kept alive. Kicks it to George. Westbrook against Conley. Westbrook, the pass to George. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Gobert against Westbrook. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Look at the focus. When Russell Westbrook zeroes in, he's next level.
Second free throw, no good.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's a triple-double king.
And with Westbrook, is there anyone you can see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Now here's Towns. 7 points in the game. Here's Edwards. And no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. It's George on the wing. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Tipped away. George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Top of the key. Off the left rim and out. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Conley against George. Tries the spin move. Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Edwards can't hit.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
George outside from behind the arc. That doesn't go either for George. It's good if it goes. Doesn't go for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 5.
And your Clippers UCC. All right, fans.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. High post Towns. Zubac's there. Spins. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The shot by Towns, no good. The Clippers trail. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Offline with a 3. Leonard outside. The 3. Here's Zubac. And he buries his first look.
Every play pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. McDaniels inside. Leonard defending. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Leonard. McDaniels with some nice D.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
To the left wing. Morris against Towns. Fires the 3. Here's Gobert. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Gobert's got his second basket.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
George outside. Top of the key jumper, no good. It's stolen by Leonard. Releases from 15. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Stop it on a dime. Kawhi showing good body control on that pull-up.
Now here's Conley. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Edwards. And too long on the shot. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Leonard. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Back to Daniels. And Gobert with the stuff.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim. Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Here's Zubac. Lays it up and bangs it in.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Outside Conley. Towns against Morris. Outside McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards. It's tipped. Now Now George. To the middle. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Conley with the ball. Outside McDaniels. From the top of the key. Here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels passes to Gobert. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 7 tonight. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Count it. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Edwards for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubats has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Oh, he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, these teams are going to have to.
The previous play is
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good. It would have so the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
15. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Right wing. Here's Prince. Paul George pulls it in.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Here's Noel. About a minute played here in the second half. Jacks up a 3. On target from range. Prince has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Westbrook. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Leonard. Takes a 3. Hits the trifecta. And the Clippers lead by 2. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drive. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter for 3.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. For 3, George. That shot, no good.
LA foul. Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul.
Free throw drops for Anderson.
We all know Kyle Anderson can do it all. Once he gets a little bit more consistent with his shot, watch out.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Prince. Powell covers. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Prince. And the 3 off target. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Highland. From about 19. And there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And here's Anderson. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes remaining in the
pass to Noel.
2 minutes.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
He hits the second from the line. The Clippers trail. 1:49 left in the third. Here's Highland, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Gordon on the wing. It's wide right, hits off the rim. And for Minnesota, they're shooting just 38% for this game so far. Pass to Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Anderson. On the wing, Noel. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Here's Highland. Shot to end the cold streak. Plumlee, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Noel. Back to Alexander Walker. Driving in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Nick Batum.
Outstanding take from Alexander Walker, slicing through the lane and drawing the foul.
So for the Clippers, that misses, so he splits the free throws. The Clippers have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Prince. And he banks in the layup. Prince has got 5.
Smart play by Prince. Attack the interior of this defense. Force them to close off the lane.
Westbrook outside. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on George.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot without foul.
And we've reached the end of the... And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. The Timberwolves shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. So for Minnesota right now, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Anthony Edwards out there with Mike Conley. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Puts up the 8-footer. Leonard can't get it to go.
That's his shot. Close to the basket. Had the defense on his heels. Kicking himself right now.
Pass to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Morris. Here's Prince. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it in from the elbow. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. George for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Prince. George against Edwards. Puts up a 3. Ooh, Morris with a steal. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
To the inside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Pass to Edwards. Tries the spin move. Out to the right wing. Here's Prince. Zubac with the steal. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. To tie it up. Nails it from three. It's all knotted up.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Outside Conley. 4 on the clock. Here's Prince. Pounded by Westbrook. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Leonard outside. George with it. Guarded by Edwards. To take the lead. And George with the layup. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Pass to Prince. To the paint. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Back to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Looking to end the run. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
So much riding on that possession. Just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
Morris outside. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last.
Oh my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how the error will ultimately play out.
Conley against Westbrook. Left side, Edwards. Out left to the wing. Into the lane. And it's good. And tie game. Huge basket right there. Leonard outside. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. George outside. Leonard against Edwards. Here's George. Driving to the basket. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Westbrook. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
We know at times Russell Westbrook has trouble at the line, but he has to push past that and focus on this moment.
They're ahead for now, but that miss could come back to bite them.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
The starting
Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one.
Here we go.
And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
George against Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Outside Westbrook. And the layup's good off the glass.
So active to score from a number of spots, but when Westbrook gets to the inside, he can do damage.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Ayton, and they pick up two.
If Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Westbrook passes to George. Jacks up a three. Here's Zubac, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. Average number in that regard.
And both free throws good for Zubac. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. George against Paul. Paul grabs the board.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And good that time. Durant's got 5 now.
Just doesn't second guess his shot selection, and for good reason. A lot of those go in.
Here's Westbrook. It's George on the wing. Over Booker. Los Angeles with another miss.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And it doesn't even have to be an accurate pass. With Durant's length, you can just throw it up and you know this guy will get it.
Now here's Westbrook. From deep, George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 5. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. KD with it. He has 7. Drives to the hoop. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
So question here. How do you stop a near 7-foot guy who can handle the ball like a guard and shoot threes? I'll wait.
And the dunk by Zubac.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Paul. Booker outside. Passes it to Okogie. Outside for KD. He can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now here's Paul. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2. Outside Leonard. From past the arc. And it's KD with the rebound. Here's a Kogi. And Phoenix turns it over again.
That's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
So here's Westbrook. Left side, George. Over Booker.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Suns lead by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Phoenix.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this ball.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
George against Booker. Here's Durant. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Paul. From outside the arc. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Paul's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Let's it fly from 18. Here's Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Suns leading by 7.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. George. Morris kicks to Westbrook. Fires from 14. The 3. Morris, no good. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. So they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's KD, and finished up by KD.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Right side, George. To end the drought. Off on the layup. Suns leading by 11. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Ball against George. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Outside, George. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by the Suns.
All up top, he's covered by Westbrook. On the pass to Okogie. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 13. So here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. Outside, George. Three-pointer. Here's Zubats. Out to Morris. Pass to Westbrook. Back to George. Clock at 6. Over Booker. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved. He's an effective playmaker.
With the step back. Booker the pass to Paul. And the rejection by Zubats. Booker against George. Morris. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here's KD for three. It's rebounded by Leonard. George looking over the floor. And so it's Phoenix. Their lead. Thank you, David. And we'll be...
Your Clippers, 17. The Suns, 28.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walked into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Here's Paul. Out to KD. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Morris passes to Zubats. Here's George. He takes it in. Tries again. And it's Zubats laying it in. Zubats has got 8.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks. Outside Leonard lets it go from deep. And the Clippers miss again. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's tipped. Here's Okogie. Durant kicks to Paul. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
And Chris Paul so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Booker against George. Booker the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Oh, trying for it. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He's got 9.
just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Shoots a three. Knocks down the three ball.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Pass to Leonard. We've got 1:23 left here in the third quarter. The shot's good.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi, just insisting on getting to that shot.
A floater outside for Durant. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
1:06 left in the third. Passes to Okogie. Leonard with the steal.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Suns leading by 12. Durant for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Even back at Texas when he was in college, KD would shoot that three. It would look good the moment it left his hand then. It still does.
The kick out to Westbrook. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
Booker outside. Takes the three. Here's Ayton. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Ayton's got 6 points.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
The pass to George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. The three from KD. That one no good. And so it's Phoenix sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Phoenix leading by 14. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Paul dishes to Ayton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
LA basketball.
The Clippers shooting 40% from the field. Paul against Westbrook. Outside, George. That one falls.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
Paul against Westbrook. Here's Okogie. Out to KD. Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good. Durant's got 20 points.
KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
Westbrook against Paul. Outside, George into the lane. Good D by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton finds Paul. The shot by KD. No good. Clippers trail by 14. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Leonard with no one around. Traps in the tray.
Man, to think that he was going to be capable of those kind of shots when he first came into the league, even from way downtown. Love the confidence from Kawhi.
Here's Paul. Takes it inside. Morris against Durant. Phoenix, no good that time either. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's George. Morris kicks to Leonard. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half. All up top, he's covered by Westbrook. So the wing on the left. Kogi, the pass to Ayton. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ayton to Zubac.
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with him.
It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Kogi inside the three-point line. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Suns?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. It's produced some easy scores.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Paul looking around. Outside for Durant. Here's the three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Suns leading by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for KD.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Paul kicks to KD with the drive. Pass to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Kogi, the pass to Paul. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Morris for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant inside. Covered by Morris. Pass to Kogi. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.